Right, y'all, we're back at the commercial, and they started back with Rick and Samantha, and Rick and Samantha were fighting on the phone because of course she wants him to come see her, and he's like, money is tight, and she's not trying to hear that. So she's like, the ball's in his court for him to come see her. She's going off of him, telling him that he's acting like a bachelor, you know, all the things. And so he's stressed out. He's going to play, I don't know if it's tennis or pickleball or something. He's going to go play with one of his friends, and he's telling his friend how money is tight and how Samantha wants him to come see her. And his friend kind of like, you know, talks life back into him. You know, like, if that's the woman that you want to marry, you better go get him, and no, I'm not lending you no money to go do it. I'm like, damn, okay. But Rick also did say his last wife gets half of his money. So that's why he out here struggling, because he done been married a couple times and been divorced a couple of times, and the last wife then got the money. So he wants to marry Samantha, but I guess Samantha, he ain't got no money. So, but then he gonna say, why Samantha out here telling him that he acting like a bachelor, he do got options. That's what he gonna tell us. He didn't tell her that, but he told us he do. Or did he tell his friend? I think he told his friend, but he said he do got options, and we saw his options. So I'm like, well, he ain't lying. So she better, I don't know, trouble. Seems like there's trouble there. And then they roll over into Rob and Teenie, and it's some red flags in this relationship. Like, it's some red flags in this relationship, but of course she doesn't see them because she's in it. But anyways, the fact that she having these kids call him daddy is really, it pisses me off. I don't know why it pisses me off so bad. It pisses me off so bad because everybody wanting to be, I mean, we all want a family, you know what I mean? But you can't make him be their daddy, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then he's so controlling. Like, the fact that he got cameras in the house, that's showing his controlling nature. And he gonna come on there and tell us that he wished that she was more submissive, and she feels like she has just as much of a voice in their relationship as he does, and that may be a problem for them when he gets home, and that they just had to cut me off. But anyways, he gonna try to say that when he gets home it may be a problem that Teenie is not as submissive as he wants her to be. He wants to pay all the bills and have the girl just sit over there and look pretty, and she wants just as much of a voice in the relationship as he has. So, and she's spending all his money. So he in jail gambling. He got some sneaker business, or I don't know what he doing out here, but he bringing home $6K a month from jail, and she out here spending it all. So you know that's gonna be an issue when he get out, right? That's gonna be an issue. Well, I think so. But anyway, so I feel like for her to be having these kids call him daddy, and he already thinking that it might not work from prison, if those are not his kids, y'all need to stop doing that. Have these people call them by their name. Or, I mean, I don't think the uncle thing was cool either, because you know, back in my day they used to be like, your uncle, then it's like, you sleeping with my uncle? Like, what's going on? But don't do the uncle thing. Rob is just fine. They can call him Rob, my friend Rob. This is who I'm dating, Rob. Be honest with these kids, they already know, but that is not their daddy if that's not their daddy. But yeah, so she was mad, so she going out on a shopping spree with her mom, Teenie. She was mad, so she going on a shopping spree with her mom with Rob's money, spending his money, and they're buying stuff, I guess, to go on the vacation for her daughter's birthday. And her mom is really upset because she was a single mom, so she didn't get to spend as much time with Teenie, and she feels like the dynamic of Teenie and her kids relationship when he gets out, is going to change. And so she's just a bit worried about it, and her relationship, because you know people be all up under their man. So she like, damn, when he get out, I'm never gonna see you. But I don't know, we need to work better at prioritizing family as a whole, I guess, not just my man, because your family's been there the whole time when he hasn't. And now that he here, you just gonna kick them to the curb. So her mom was crying, and I was like, damn, this is just a whole mess that I really doesn't hope to come to what I think it is. But we'll see. I could be tripping. I could be hella being judgmental. I don't know. But catch y'all at the next commercial. Yeah. All right, y'all, we're back at the commercial, and they came back with Andrew and Candace, and she didn't say yeah before, but she said yeah now, which I knew she was gonna say yeah. I'm like, okay, girl, yeah. And she was just saying how she didn't expect for Andrew to be her provider, but when she was in jail, he randomly sent her money without her asking, and so she told him, you know, she's gonna buy some things that she needs, and then he was like, oh, what else do you need? And so she wrote a list, and so he got all of the things on the list, and so he just, you know, Andrew liked to spend money. Andrew liked to spend money on the females that he got, which I'm like, okay, I mean, but she did say that she is normally used to like abusive relationships, you know, like that struggle love, that hood love. So him being so providing and actually loving and a good person to her, it kind of triggers her. So she has to do work on herself, Which I was like, okay, Candace, at least you know. Like, but she might be playing him. So I don't know. She seems like she trying to choose the other person and take a better route seriously, and like she seriously cares for him, because he seems like he's a good guy. Like, I seriously care for him. Well, not seriously like that, but you know, like, I like him from watching him. I'm like, oh, I can see that he has a good heart. I can see he has a good heart from watching him. So I think she doesn't want to, like, you know, hurt him, because she sees that he actually is one of these people out here that have a good heart, and that shit is rare. So I ain't mad at her for trying to hold on to him. Hold on to him, girl. You better work on yourself, girl. You can do it. Work on yourself. You deserve him. And they look cute together. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he got to drop her off to the halfway house by 3 o'clock. And she's kind of getting overwhelmed. That's the part that I'm like, girls, you're trying to play him. Now you're overwhelmed. But he like, okay, I understand. I know. I knew you were going to be. Just let me know if you need some time. You know, showing his good heart, as always. And I'm like, okay. And then we get over to Joey and Michael. So Joey is going to a hotel because his friend, whatever her name was, she was actually a sex therapist. So she was giving him tips. That's why they was talking about sex the whole time and stuff. I was like, okay. So Michael wants him to be more frisky. And so they're cut off. But anyways, Michael wants him to be more frisky. And he got a hotel, because that's the last place where they was doing frisky stuff at. And so he's going to take a little video call from there and, you know, try to open up a little bit. Let Michael, you know, have sex talk, because he don't want to have sex talk in his parents' house, which I'm like, okay, I guess, whatever. So Michael calls and drops a bomb that his friend told him that he saw Joey on a dating site. I was like, and Joey is trying to play it off like I was only on there on his site, seeing what he was doing, or basically lying. Joey lying, and then he gonna try to say, well, if I was, what does it matter, because he's in jail anyway. And just basically lying. So you got caught out here being on a dating site. Okay, Joey, so he ain't as innocent as he out here trying to, you know. And Michael's like, I'm not talking to anybody in jail, I'm not having sex with anybody in here or anything like that, like, I'm literally waiting for you. Which I'm like, I don't know if I believe that either. I'm looking at both of y'all with my one eye. Like, both of y'all is acting shady. So I don't know, but okay. So I'll see y'all at the next commercial break, because there's a lot going on, as always. All right, y'all, we close out the episode with Ayana and Jamal. And Ayana finishes up her court proceeding, and we find out that it went left. Like, left. So she, her daughter woke up in the court proceeding, so she started to fix breakfast for her daughter. And the judge was like, I'm about to continue this proceeding because it seems like we're inconveniencing you. And so she's like, no, but my daughter just woke up. I'm the only one here. Can I fix her breakfast? And the judge is like, no. And so she's like, how are you going to tell me that I can't feed my daughter? Like, I'm the only one here. That's not going to happen. And basically, they gave her 15 days in jail and 4 years probation. And so she was pissed, trying to, you know, I'm tired of this fucking phone, trying to hang up and shit. And she was just mad, stumping around, saying that ain't nobody going to ever tell her that she can't feed her daughter. And I'm like, well, if you aren't able to be there for your daughter, then you aren't going to be able to feed your daughter. And I get where the judge is coming from. Because they have court on the phone nowadays, people feel like they don't have to be respectful to the court spaces anymore. Because I've seen a couple of court videos, and I'm like, you do realize you're still in court, right? Like, just because you didn't walk through the building and all that, you're still in court. And if you had to show up in person in court, you would not stand before the judge and be like, hold on, wait, let me go walk out here and feed my baby real fast. That would not happen. That would not happen at all. So I understand Ayana's point to where I'm the only one here, but you knew that you had court that day, so you should have had the situation with your daughter settled and handled. Period. She feels like everybody's doing, like she's the victim and everything, but you're the one creating these issues, sweetheart. And then you want people to feel sorry for you after you out here creating these issues. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So I do not feel bad for her. And then Jamal called her, and he was mad at her because, you know, he's like, of course they're gonna talk to you crazy. He seemed like he got his head on more straight than her. And I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work. So now she's upset because if she's on probation, he can't parole out to her or whatever. Like, they can't be together. So we're gonna see how this goes. But thank y'all for watching. See y'all next week.